I want candy. I want candy. This is candy. I don't know if I want this candy. Yeah. This exists. This is a real thing. I saw this the other day, and I thought it was an April Fool's joke. But no, it's a real thing. 150 tasty gummies in 25 unique flavors, all sculpted to kind of look like things from Dungeons and Dragons. It was 3,480, 34K in backers, 3,793 people, 9 days to go. Bare minimum is $42. You get 150 of these things, and they come in vaguely D&D type shapes. We've got a pina colada paladin, a sugar puff flavored wizard, watermelon bard, shadowberry alchemist, bloodberry flavored berserker. Look at these: subterranean spice, starfire blast, sour lime slime. So these are all death. A red dragon that is vaguely cherry flavored. Yeah. So for $45, $42 plus shipping and handlings, you could get this. And just to offer a counterpoint, you can also get 5 pounds of gummy bears for $30 online. So yeah, this is like, you could use this once, right? Unless you also give us the molds. As sort of like a party, I guess, or a games night where every time the character dies, you get to eat it. But it's not like you can use it over and over and over again. Because, once you touch a gummy, it almost instantly starts going, eh. And, gummies are never as good as they claim to be. That's why the sour ones are so popular, is because at least you get the sour. But just the regular, normal, highbrow bears, they kind of have a flavor, but not really. Some of the more deluxe master-crafted gummies will taste a little bit more like the flavor they're supposed to be. Like the Coke bottle ones taste vaguely like Coke. I remember the very first time I had gummy bears, they had, it was at Knox Berry Farm, from the candy shop at Knox Berry Farm. And that was when they still had like a little burst of juice inside them. So when you bit into them, you got that little burst of juice. Oh my God, those are so good. But they stopped making them that way. So yeah, you can go and get gummy bears in any market for $3, $4, $5 and just use those. Or you can send these guys $42 plus shipping and handling to get 150 of these, but you can only ever use them once, right? And then you're just like, okay, that was fun. They haven't done it. I would have thought Gelatinous Cube would have been first, and then the sexy ones. They're cool scopes. They're cool sculpts. And who hasn't role played with their gummy bears and gummy worms at one point in time, and taken them and gone. Everybody does the thing where you take the gummy bear and you stick it in the mouth and you pretend it's screaming, no, I'm sorry. Who hasn't done that with their gummy bear? So this was inevitable. And obviously there's enough people out there that think this is a great idea. They got backing. So congratulations. When would you use this? You couldn't eat it. It's because it's candy. It's sugar and glycerin. You could use it once, but the minute you start touching them, the gummy bears start getting sticky and they get kind of weird and gross. So yeah, I guess for a party or party favors, if you were doing a D&D themed party, you could give those out as favors, except everybody would argue over who gets the big ones. Or you could do like a games night, and mix this with maybe a little for kids, where they could do a one shot with these, or for adults, you do this with maybe a little alcohol or some of the recreational gummies, so to speak. There's possibilities. So definitely it is good for a one-time thing. But it's not like you could use them the way you could use figures, would be cool is if you sent us also the molds. Maybe that's one of the upper things. For $165, you get the molds. So yeah, for this one, they will send you the molds. Because then if you know how to, make gummy bears, you could make them again. You could also use them as like ice molds to make ice to look like that, or other things, you could pour into the molds. So yeah, that would make it worth it. But $165 gets you everything you need to make 25 gummies, at least one round. But you can always buy the replacement goo online, and that's it. Everything else, is just candy and more candy. The only thing that comes besides candy is this. No recipes, no stickers. Does it come with rules how to play, gummy flavored D&D? No, it just comes with these, and they've got like dice too. And yeah, plus 1,000 for clever, definitely. And it looks delicious. And now I want gummy bears, even though they always disappoint. So plus 1,000 points for just clever, especially with the popularity of delicious and dungeon right now, and especially with just people love gummies. I'm sure there's people who don't love the gummies. What I'm saying, but most people love them, or at least know what they are. I've had them at least once. So I could definitely see this as a party favor, a one-shot party game. But unless you're also getting the mold, you've just spent, $50 for one round of gummy bears, where you could just go and get 5 pounds of gummy bears for $30-$40. But of course, they don't have dragons and weird shaped goblin ones. So the shapes are definitely a selling point. Yeah, I thought this was a April Fool's joke, but it's real, and it makes me hungry for gummies, even though we know I'll be disappointed. I do like sour bears. Who doesn't, though? Yeah, congratulations, guys, for getting back. I hope this is, popular, and it's unique enough and clever enough that it's got the I'll buy it just cuz going for it. And, there'll be at least one or two people who buy it for party favors or to do a kids game thing where, as your reward, you get to eat the bad guys every time you kill them. And then, you build the dungeon out of graham crackers, right? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. But remember to brush your teeth and see your dentist at least once every 6 months, because candy is bad for you. So, yeah. Thought it was an April Fool's joke, but it's real. And now I want gummy bears. I want candy. Boom, boom, boom.